the Schmo with the pros. We got Brian Campbell, we got Luke Thomas here for Benavidez, Caleb Plant. We just finished up the press conference. Brian, what's your overall reaction to seeing Benavidez and Sweet Hands Plant face to face?
Look, it should be like taken for granted ahead of a big fight, but these guys are like dialed the hell in. It's not just the bad blood between them and the stakes in this division. Could the winner get Canelo? All that big stuff. Like, this is the biggest moment of their careers. This is their spotlight opportunity to break through in a lot of ways. Caleb Plant just one defeat against Canelo, but rebounded so well. Benavidez, this is his Super Bowl. That mental toughness and focus, there's a scent to that, and it's intoxicating, Schmo. I'd bottle that shit right now if I were you, okay? Because
Schmo's bottling it
after it on Saturday. You know what I mean? Just like you and your career.
We appreciate that. Now, we know you spoke to both these gentlemen. Who do you think has more to lose in this fight Saturday evening, Luke?
Ooh, that's a good one, because Plant has tasted the top, found himself wanting and wanted to get back there. Benavidez has kind of been this guy everyone saw coming, but then tripped himself up along the way. Maybe Plant because he's slightly older. Benavidez is only 26, but there is, to your point in the question, oh my God, huge stakes on this one. Both guys risking a lot because the winner's position is so coveted, whether it's a Canelo fight that might be happening or who knows. So they both really want to get there. They both want to prove either the critics wrong in Caleb Plant's case or like the history of Benavidez as a future indicator of what will happen. He wants to put that behind him. I'd probably say Plant because he's older, but there's a lot to lose and a lot to gain with this one.
Certainly. Now you have Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. You have David Benavidez. It's big-time stuff. You have Benavidez tell the Schmo that he's going to stop this man in 6 rounds.
He's pissed off, Schmo.
Yeah.
All right? I like that.
Yeah. Well, Caleb Plant, he's not making an official prediction outside of getting his hand raised. Do you think there's more pressure on Benavidez because he said that he's going to get this thing done in 6 rounds?
To some degree, I think there is. And it's like, look, Caleb Plant has been to this level before. I feel like he grew and gained from his, in defeat against Canelo in that regard. Benavidez has not fought a fighter exactly on this level, exactly with that skill set. And there's always that argument of, is this a new Caleb Plant? Is the Breadman Edwards trainer relationship embolden him to be more offensive, to be more confident? He just had the knockout of the year last year against Durrell, and we didn't necessarily see that coming. So I do think there might be a little bit more pressure on the guy that in Benavidez, who we've called the boogeyman of this division for so long, and now it's finally happening that he's getting these A-plus level opponents and opportunities that he does have to show out and back up his own words just like Caleb Plant does. But the thing is, it really is such a close fight on paper. They're both pissed each other off a lot. They both have a lot to answer for in so many categories, and I think that's why we're here. That's why we're going to tune in Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, or maybe 6 Pacific if you want to sell the pay-per-view. That's what I do for a living. Thank you.
Right here, March 25th, the Schmo's going to sneak in one UFC question.
Okay.
Here we go. If you're going to make your official prediction, is the next man fighting Leon Edwards for sure going to be Colby Covington, or is it going to be a Bilal Muhammad? Is it going to be somebody else? Maybe it's a Gilbert Burns. If he beats a Jorge Masvidal, Luke Thomas, official prediction for that.
Burns is an interesting one because I do think he'll win at UFC 287, which puts him kind of in an interesting spot. The thing is, we've heard Leon be like, I'm just going to decline the fight. And, of course, legally speaking, he can decline the fight. He's an independent contractor. They cannot make him take that Colby fight. But BC and I have talked about this. I just feel like UFC is going to find a way to, like, make him take it. Like, in the sense of, hey, here's a little extra cash. Here's a little extra whatever.
Tax-free cash or no?
Put it in some kind of state where there's no tax on that. I don't fucking know. But either way, I do think it just seems like the train has left the station on this one. So, yeah, it's probably going to be Colby. But if Burns goes in there and dummies Masvidal, calls for his shot, I do think that could make it kind of interesting because I bet Leon wants that fight a lot more than the one with Colby.
I mean, Dana White does not have a history of bending to the public's, they don't want this matchup. They don't think Colby deserves it, but
Colby's going to get it. But there's a dark horse chance I think Burns could slide in potentially. So there you go.
The Schmo likes his dark horses. Can we get a final message for all the Schmorning Kombat fans out there?
Worldwide. Yes, I love that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, here's the pattern that happened, a repeated pattern. They come for Luke, the viewers. They stay for me. And then inevitably they hate both of us and themselves. So it's really, but in that cycle of life, though, we win awards, we got passionate fans. Thank you, people. And if you're going to watch us, you better watch the
Schmo, man. You better be watching the Schmo.
We always use that deep end of the pool reference. Helen Yee can hang in that deep end of the pool.
Yes, she can. She's got swim practice coming up. The Schmo's surrounded by royalty. They're the pros. I'm the Schmo. March 25th. Plant Benavidez doesn't get bigger than that. We're out.